Oh,
Ca-
oh,
dear.
that's the itchy spot.
Well,
That's the one that always gets itchy. Oh, Morning Norm.
Mornin Norm. To
Morning
Mm-hmm.
Norm.
everybody out there, uh, out on
Mm-hmm.
cruise lines, checking out Aruba, checking out the Cuba, and
Ooh,
if you're traveling, I'm jealous. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
So
Bermuda,
am
Bahama, come
I.
on, pretty mama. Sounds like Sleepy wants to bunk up with you.
Who's traveling? I want to know who's traveling.
I'm.
I want to do some of that airplane traveling.
I see some
No,
people
I heard. I heard.
sneaking out of this country.
Yeah,
What have you seen, Alabaster?
I've heard. Hungary and Iceland. They're starting to issue immunity passports for people who have already caught the deadly coronavirus once. They can go and visit Iceland and Hungary with the
They're
thought that they
hungry?
wouldn't be reinfecting people. Hungary,
Why aren't they eating?
hungry like the country, Kark. We're gonna get you a map one of these days,
I
and
just I
you'll know
just
that there
want
are other countries.
I just don't understand why they're hungry. Why doesn't their government feed them? That's what I want to know.
I mean, that is a good question. That is actually a salient question in regard to the country of Hungary, but
Morning
one that I'm
Norm.
afraid we don't have time to talk about here. Morning, Norm, everybody. I am
Morning Norm.
Alabaster Finger Guns, Bachow Pachow, and we're doing things where we're learning about geography. We're cowering in our corner here. Welcome to curfew.
That is true. That is true. We're hiding in different parts of California. I'm tucked away in the mountains near Eureka, California, because
Ooh,
I like my
I
isolation,
found it.
and I'm investing in a pot farm out here.
Eureka!
Ooh,
Yikes!
that is
Well,
a literal growth industry there, Bunsen. Yeah.
I am Clark, ladies and gentlemen, y'all. I got my morning moon, my morning sunshine here,
Ooh.
and
Moonshine
also
Norm. Yeah.
that's right, that's right. I want to
Mm-hmm.
tell you real quick about this curfew.
It's early.
Now, I heard I went to go walk Jolene's dog, and all the people at the tail waggers there, they were telling me about driving around after curfew and nobody stops you and everything is open. So it's all bullshit, y'all. They're telling you to stay in, but nothing out there is crazy. The cops ain't gonna
Wow.
pull you over. They saw them driving around, so I'm about to go take off in my car after we get done with this show. I'm gonna drive around, drive on the freeway, see what I can get, and see what
Tail
I
waggers.
can,
Yeah.
you know.
Absolutely.
Tail waggers. I thought that sex club went belly up years ago, but I'm glad to
Oh
hear
yeah,
that Tail Waggers is back open.
they're wagging that tail, wagging that tail.
It's good.
I'm a fan of the tails and the wagons. Yeah, I don't whatever you're dragging, I will give it a sniff. I'll tell you that much. Well,
Don't make me stab you. Don't make me stab you.
don't
It's wild.
don't stab me because I will call HR. I will call HR.
It's wild.
They recognize my voice at this point. Uh, so much news to get to today, you two.
That's true.
Uh,
That's true.
with as you may have heard, with crucial provisions of the CARES Act expiring at the end of December, Democrats and Republicans still can't agree on the terms of a new COVID relief bill. Democrats have pushed for increased state and local funding, while Republicans have demanded a liability ban for COVID-related lawsuits. Some progress has been made, though, as the bill no longer contains Mitch McConnell's controversial "burn the poor to heat my mansion" clause. Guess that's something.
These guys, all these members of Congress, they're all getting six figures. They're all getting six figures for being a part of it, and whether or not that's paid out in installments or one fell swoop, either way they get to ride. They get to still travel. They get to still do things and step outside and go to work. But it's we're paying them to fight it out in Congress, and what are they doing? They're taking recess. That's what they're doing.
Ugh.
So
That's
Yeah,
right.
bunch of kindergartners. I hear you. I mean, I just want everyone to take note that McConnell is holding this shit up for tort law. Okay, I mean he just wants to make sure that all his corporate donors from Exxon and Greed Corp and Sleaze Tech are taken care of before he gives you any money to pay rent. I mean, oh yeah, this is a guy that claims to be Christian, right? I mean, we all remember the part of the Bible where Jesus fed a crowd of 5,000 with 7 loaves of bread and fish. But, he made sure that his buddies in the Sandal Industrial Complex got 4,998 servings first and then let the masses duke it out for the rest. Am I right? Y'all remember that part of the Bible? Fuck you, McConnell.
Agagaster, did I just hear you talking about Jesus? I
Yes, the
mean,
fictional character Jesus.
what
That's
would
right.
Satan think, huh? He is
The
Satan's
fictional character
enemy.
Satan wouldn't say anything because he is a fictional character.
I thought you were a
It's true.
Satanist.
I'm a
You believe?
Satanist ideologically. I believe in the concept of Satan and the freedom of will.
Well, you don't make
I
any.
don't believe in men on clouds
You're
like you do, Kark.
you're like a Republican. You don't make any sense
Oh,
nowadays.
dear. It's taking
Well,
swings.
Oh, that cowboy hat's a little tight on the
I
noggin
just
there, Kark. It's what it sounds like to me.
it's just like this. I think it's ironic. I think it's ironic that they call it the CARES Act when they
Mm.
don't give a goddamn about anyone except themselves. I mean, I think that they should probably call it the Let's Pretend We CARES Act. Well, let's pretend
Mm.
we CARES Act and let's just get
Absolutely.
as much money as we can for ourselves.
Yeah. They can barely pretend. Yeah. Sad.
That's right.
It's rough.
Well,
It's rough out
it
there to
is.
be a politician. Go ahead, Carl.
That's right. It is rough out there to be a politician. That's why I haven't taken it up. But
Mm.
let's talk about another side of the country, all the way on the other side.
Mm.
Florida. Florida agents raided the home of Rebecca Jones, a former data scientist for the state, who was fired after she refused to manipulate information about the coronavirus. According to Jones, even though the agents never charged her for a crime, they stole all her technology and pointed guns at her children. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis responded, "Well, what do you expect from Gestapo?"
Oh, not a good look.
Oh,
Not
this
a good
is
look.
this is a grisly outlook for our future. I can at least say that, because Clark, you've been saying this for a long time now about the conspiracies of people. The police coming in to raid our homes, So
That's right.
finally, the people dressed in black are coming for me in the middle of the night, and it's finally happening. I've spent most of quarantine watching episodes of Cobra Kai, so I'm ready to pivot this narrative. All right, time to strike first. All right,
you better guard your hair. I bet you they're gonna come after you just for that beautiful head of hair you got on your head there.
you
Oh, my
can't
God.
steal this.
Michael McDonald, eat your heart out. Yeah. Yeah.
You can
Beautiful.
try and steal it, okay? You can't steal the stripes off of this zebra, all right? And I'm salt and pepper till I die.
Lord.
Till I
Oh, God.
die.
You are a rainbow of a man, Sleepy. I'm just tired here of the Republicans doing everything that they accuse the Democrats of. I mean, in California, they've been calling Newsom a dictator, but I bet that not a one of them has anything to say about this draconian police state malarkey. Come on. And the hypocrisy. I mean, this is gay sex in the House of Representatives bathroom all over again, isn't it? Oh my God.
That's right. I mean, I am confused. Is this just saying, in other words, Florida is worse than it really is? And it already is the worst.
Mm.
I mean, she's talking about Florida, but I think they already had a really bad reputation. But so now, if it's even worse, oh, that's real scary there. But men in black, oh, coming into her house. I'm telling you, you're right, Bunsen. It all started, y'all. I mean, this is
It's
scary
true.
time. Scary
Why are
times.
they?
Mm,
Why are they coming
terrifying.
to manipulate the data? You know,
Right.
it's
I mean, it's already bad. Why are they coming to manipulate the data? What did it
Mm.
say?
does that mean it's
Well,
worse than what we're being told? What-
That's right.
yeah,
What's
Well,
they wanted her to lie so that they could ease the restrictions and reopen things sooner. And she refused, being the good scientist that she was, to she wanted to report the data as it actually was, not manipulate the numbers for political purposes. And that's where she caught the ire
well,
of Ron DeSantis
that's right.
and others. Yeah.
I think the
oh
scary
dear.
thing about all of this
Mm.
is that she is a white blonde woman. She finally got a little taste of what it feels like to be a person of color.
Or at least an illegal immigrant, undocumented.
That's
Oh,
right.
Getting an ice raid in the middle of the night is definitely a
yeah.
Right.
scary
You
and
know, that's
traumatic
scary
experience for
times.
children.
Right.
Remember Elian
Yeah.
Gonzalez? Remember that one photo of Elian Gonzalez?
Yeah.
That was crazy. That was just.
No, I don't remember it.
It was a Cuban child who I believe was
Mm-hmm.
discovered off the coast of Florida, but like in a raft,
Mm-hmm.
if I remember correctly, and then it was
Oh.
and
Right.
because it was very public, he was publicly found. His
Mm-hmm.
his case, but he was also 5 years old, so, and like was made tried to like it was there was an attempt to have him represent
They tried
himself up
to,
in court,
yeah,
it
they tried to
was,
expatriate him, basically, or
people tried
deport
to
him.
support
Yeah.
support him to like let him stay. This is during Bill Clinton
I
times,
think
if
they
I'm
also
correct.
wouldn't. Didn't he have relatives over here, and they didn't? They wouldn't give him over to the relatives. They gave him to a foster family instead. Something along those lines. Am I getting confused?
I
Some of the
that
recent
does
border
sound
separations.
That does sound vaguely familiar, but I remember the whole ordeal was kind of.
America,
Uh,
you are a messy bitch. Come on,
well, we
man.
could talk about Japanese
Take care
internment
of the children.
camps and definitely talk about our shady
The
history
Native
of.
Americans, Jesus.
Okay, well,
My. We didn't
uh,
even get to slavery. Holy shit.
okay. I think we should talk about other form of
How
punishment.
about something worse? Let's talk about something worse.
The army
Yeah.
punished some soldiers. Finally, has finally
About
concluded
time, yeah.
this investigation into the violent slaying of Vanessa Guillen, resulting in 14 officers being demoted or suspended. A little bit, just a drop in the pan. Army
Mm-hmm.
Secretary Ryan D. McCarthy said that the toxic culture at the base was permissive of sexual harassment and sexual assault. Before looking into the camera and saying, "Sugar, britches."
Ooh,
This story is grisly.
Hmm. Does anyone feel
yeah.
like we're going backwards? I mean, it's like COVID is allowing us to turn off the lights, rape and kill people, and turn them back on and say, "Oops, not I'm not really sure what exactly happened here, but yeah, it's bad. But hey, shit happens." And I gotta say, man, I mean, what the fuck? You are not. You are almost not. You. A lot of you men out there that are being exposed, you are not deserving of the word man any longer. I mean, I hold the word man on very high esteem. So
Mm,
you have to deserve that word. I don't think a man is an asshole. I look at a man as somebody who has integrity and all that good shit. Not shit, but
mm-hmm.
good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe shit. All men have shit inside of them.
No, a man can be have integrity, and so can their fecal matter. High fiber and high moral content. There's no need to separate the two in a lot of instances. I'm right there with you, Kark. I mean, sexual harassment and assault. I mean, I just feel like these guys are going to get fired up into a cushy construction job. I mean, we have to remind ourselves that the laborers union charter affords them 3 beers per shift and unlimited cat calls. So getting rid of these guys from the army, it's just moving them to a different part of our society. And, we got to address the systemic issues here. I hear you, Carl.
They did warn us against unions. They,
Yeah.
they, as in Rockefeller.
Them.
Well, I mean, at least we can see a somewhat of an ending to this other gruesome story. They'll be forever marred on their lives as having chosen to be in the army. It wasn't joining the army macho enough. That's what I have to say to these men. Or did you was that not being macho enough? Did you have to kill a fellow patriot in front of your friends to feel cool? I'm sorry, man. Why don't you just stick to what us, crazy liberals in the city do, and have drum circles with our bongs.
I mean, I can just imagine.
I'll hack you back to that. Yeah.
Right. I can imagine the story. One of them got on top of her, did something. A bunch of them, gang raped her, and then suddenly something happened. They go, "Oh shit! Somebody killed her." They didn't know what to do. They dragged her out in the middle of the dark and did all kinds of crazy stuff to her body, and I'm sure it's way worse than that. If I can imagine something like that. 14 men. Boys. Animals.
I didn't realize there were that many people involved. I mean,
I think that it's some of the people that were commanding officers of the people, direct reports of the people that were involved or protected.
Right, well, that's
because
what
more
they
people
say.
More people covered it up and didn't report it. And so.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
We don't know.
Chain of command is really important in military culture, and so if one person messes up, everyone downstream from them presumably messed up as well. So
Alabaster, I know you're going to be taking a vacation pretty soon. I forgot if you're going to Tonga, or if you're finally gonna fight that battle in Nepal that you've always been talking about. But
I'm going to both because that's where the good origami is, my man. I gotta tell you, it's an origami tour of the world. I am a folding fiend, except when it comes to playing poker. Then I never know when to get out of the game. I'm no good. I don't have any luck at all. But no, origami, that's my jam. I will fold you up a fox if you want to for your birthday there, Kark.
That's right. It's going to be my birthday on Friday. Well, I mean, I am excited about that. I'm going to be 21,
Mornin Norm
and I will finally be legal to drink this morning sunshine that I made myself. I heard you're also going to Texas, which I have to say, you gotta be real careful when you all go down to Texas. We're Lone
not
Star.
Taking our masks off, and we're gonna wear full body condoms. Don't worry.
That's what I thought. Well, the Lone Star State has sued the Supreme Court to overturn the election results in Michigan, Pennsylvania, Georgia, and Wisconsin. The suit alleges that all 4 states illegally expanded mail-in voting as a response to the coronavirus. According to the legal filings, the 4 states in question were, quote, big pussies that probably hadn't eaten a rare steak in over a year. Oh, Lordy. Are we seriously trying to put Trump back in the office? I mean, are y'all serious? This is crazy. Okay, so I just had to put that out there.
He lost, and he already lost without dignity. He lost his dignity and lost. It's a double loss for Trump here. It's really sad. And I just want to say, this to me feels very unlike Texas, okay? Normally, they would try to bribe the other states by taking them to Six Flags over Texas. You know what I'm saying? It's just sad for them that the whole population of Pennsylvania can't fit on the Texas Giant, and their Halloween Fright Fest promotion, it ended months ago. They just really didn't have an ace in the hole for this one. So yeah,
It's embarrassing. It's
That's tough.
frankly
didn't have a plan B.
embarrassing.
Yeah, sad.
It's tough. It's tough. I assume Ted Cruz, wasn't able to get a party, to slap his name all over this. I'm not seeing. I'm looking at this. I'm not seeing Ted Cruz's name anywhere. And that's his state. That's his state, isn't he? Again, I think Ted Cruz has gotten the ultimate shaft from not only the Republican Party but Trump. But he fell swooped. Long story short, I just kudos to Ted Cruz for not even being a suck up, good enough suck up to actually put his name on this. So
Yeah.
Right. I think it's real funny because Trump is still the president of the United States of America, and he has disappeared. He is just. It's so ridiculous that he's trying to still win. My God! All right, that's it. That's all I have to say about
as
that.
I've said
Nobody's talking
before,
about him.
As I've said before, we should all be glad that he's focusing on that instead of trying to pass some crazy bullshit during his lame duck period. So let's just really quickly cheers that he's on this vanity crusade instead of doing actual damage to our country, which he could be.
Didn't he do a little bit? He was starting to do a little bit of damage so that they would have to clean it up.
He's fired some people. He's tried to ensconce some of his own picks in certain positions, politicizing things like the veteran affairs and other things. Just squirrely, fucked up shit.
It's tough.
Not good.
Tough times.
Right.
Well, it's
He's not a good BM. He's a loose stool. Speaking of Trump, he actually comes up in our next story. Christopher Krebs was fired a month ago by President Trump after claiming that the 2020 election was the most secure in American history. Now, Krebs is suing for defamation after Trump and others have called his statements treasonous. Trump said he was not worried about the suit, but also asked, "Hey, could a computer geek find a pee-pee tape on my cloud, even if I saved it as not pptape.mov?"
Oh, Lordy.
Honestly, this is exhausting. How many people are going to sue each other? Go ahead.
Right, I agree with you. I mean, I was going to say, Krebs, I get it. But don't be another white guy trying to get another buck. I mean, just go away quietly. We forgot about you, and soon we'll forget about Trump. I mean,
I don't think we'll ever forget about Trump. Ugh.
Well, yeah, but, just come on. Always trying to make a buck.
Yeah, I mean, Krebs, I just want to know, is there any chance this guy is any relation to the fictional beatnik Maynard G. Krebs from the 60s sitcom Gidget? Because, I doubt it since he is a fictional character, as I just stated. But, I've already thrown it out there. I mean, I can't really go back. I can't go back now. So is he related to Maynard G. Krebs, the fictional character?
Yes, he is.
Oh, cool. Whew. Saved my bacon,
yes.
Kark. Thank you.
That's
Mornin
right.
Norm to that. Pachow,
That's
pachow to my own self-doubt. Thank you.
That's right.
Feels good. Yeah.
Well, at this point, we need somebody to, everyone's suing each other, but I don't think anyone's actually paying out. People are just posturing at this point and just making the announcement that they're suing, but you never hear anything about how these ever end, So honestly, we just need someone, a real adult, to come into the room and slap somebody with a jail sentence. And so far, it's all just been allegations, pardons, and more lies. Hey, whether it's Eric Trump or Kathy Griffin, somebody needs some jail time, all right?
Somebody needs some jail time. That's right.
How
I
about
would.
both of them together and we make it a reality show? I'd
I
pay
want
to
to.
see
That's
that.
right. I want to see Trump.
Hmm.
I want to see the actual Donald Trump behind bars. Any of the Trumps,
Hmm.
really, but I want to see one of them behind bars. I think that'll be a real celebration to 2021.
That's
Be
genius.
a hoot and a holler, and you can drink legally, Kark, after only
That's right.
16 years of doing it illegally.
That's right. I make it in my bathtub. I
Well,
don't have to take a.
Mommy
I
needs
don't.
her medicine. That's
That's
right.
right. I don't need to use. I don't use soap anymore. I just jump into alcohol. Kills all the germs. I smell real good, and it makes me drunk right away. I don't have to inhale. I don't have to drink it and everything. It just goes
When you
into
get
my
it coming in the
pores.
pores,
That's right.
that's the best drunk there is. Yeah, hell yeah. I hear that.
well, speaking
Hmm.
of shows, whether fictional reality shows, or an actual show that you can live stream at any evening of the week or morning,
Hey there.
is the Pack Theater. Pack Theater is a Los Angeles institution of comedy and a community for comedians that are searching for a place to perform. So, if you got $1
Hmm.
or even a curiosity to take some online comedy classes, that sounds interesting, like
Hmm.
writing or just improv. Either way, check out packtheater.com. And also, we have some writers on this show. Uh, Feel free to Alabaster. You know about them?
Oh yeah, these great writers. Of course, you've heard of them: Garrett Mendez, Jolene Kim, and Zach Hillman. Just phenomenal. I hear great things. I've never seen them because I don't really participate in comedy ever. But yeah, I hear they're great and phenomenal at what they do. And then of course we have the fantabulous contributing writer April Lotshot. She's been doing great. She's been taking the reins and doing her thing, doing the do, earning some snaps from Kark over there. And I believe we also have some information about Jolene Kim's Patreon.
That's right. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It is both of our birthdays on Friday. We're both
Ooh,
It is both
getting
Kark's
watch
on
out
the
for that
and
day.
crazy bitch.
Jolene's birthday. That's
That's
how they
She
right.
met.
will
That's
smoke
how they
all your
met.
crack. I know that. Yeah.
That's right.
That's how they met. They were both celebrating their birthday at a water park, and
That's
they.
right.
Mm.
She was trying to drown me.
Dippin' Dots, gotta love it. Mm.
Let's be clear. She was trying to kill me.
Hmm.
But
Well,
Yeah.
I was able to get up out of that
Terrible person.
water, and I made her my friend, and now I'm living in her apartment for free. Although she's got a debt of about $15,000 and 969.99. So
Ooh.
so
it
join the
is her
Patreon.
birthday and my birthday. But why don't you just donate $1 a month, ladies and gents?
Mm.
Just sign up on her Patreon. It's real fun. You'll see her
Let's
naked
go for
on
it.
there once you sign in, and you'll get to see all kinds of things.
Hmm.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Well, fair warning, trigger warning, nudity.
Fair warning.
Um,
Right, you gotta
Or,
look for,
you know,
or
just pay $1, get your ticket, and
pay a
see the
dollar.
show.
Just
Apparently.
pay a
Yeah.
dollar, or I'll stab you in the nuts.
oh,
That's
bust.
And I'll stab you in the nuts if you like that too.
should pay her $1, she'll stab you in the nuts. That's actually quite a bit of work there, Kark, because nuts are squirrely. They're hard to pin down.
That's right. When you just
Yeah.
and they just keep moving over.
If you broke that down on a you know uh, per hour basis, that means that you're getting quite the service from Kark there and Jolene as well. Yeah.
That's right. That's
Well,
right.
speaking of being
Hmm.
completely satisfied, after decades of dispute, China and Nepal have reached an agreement on the height of Mount Everest, which is 8,848.86 meters. The Number
Specific.
was very specific, very specific. It was good.
A lot of 8s.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Yeah.
It's true. It's true. Why doesn't this? There you go. There you go. And the yes,
Yeah.
and the number was reached after the nations jointly processed survey results, bridging their national differences while still saying "fuck you" to the imperial system.
Oh. Yeah. It's gonna go sooner or later, right? I mean, I just want to give a shout out to Kilimanjaro here, which has not wavered on its height since it last erupted over 1,050,000 years ago. What am I saying? 150,000 years ago was the last time Kilimanjaro erupted. But I mean, hey, there's 3 weeks left in 2020. Who knows what else this bitch of a year has got planned for us? Am I right?
Right?
Just
We're not
liquidate a
done.
continent. Who fucking knows?
How many more days have we got? It's the 8. It's December 8th. My
And we got
31 minus
31
8 is
days.
what?
31 minus 8 is 23?
Sorry,
23?
I was in. Yes,
I
correct.
Yes,
Yes,
that's right. 23 days
Sorry.
of
I was
crazy
multitasking.
news. I know. I don't do math. I don't do math. But I just have to say I am glad we are focusing
Forgot
on
my
what
graphing
is
calculator.
important. I'm glad we're focusing on what is important. But okay, all right. I suppose China, they deserve this because they have the time since they got their numbers down for the coronavirus, which is
Mm-hmm.
way less than the US.
Mm.
So they can go ahead and measure a mountain.
Well,
Mm.
that's a good point, Kark. Yes, absolutely. China. China does have good numbers right now. They also, but I know that numbers have been inconsistent in the past, but I'm glad that numbers are definitely leveling out now. And after all, the mountain is formed by the two moving tectonic plates. So let's check back in 20 years when it'll most likely be taller. And by then it'll be old enough to be my grandmother, dragging me down to the bottom of the mountain by my ears.
Oh, I want to see that.
Anyone else? Anyone else do that?
Oh, your Nepalese grandmother. She's a character, isn't she, Sleepy? Whew.
Well, you
What
look
a woman.
just
She can spin some yarns. Yeah.
you look just like her. You got her
Mm-hmm.
beautiful head of hair. I do have to say that.
I have definitely
That beautiful Nepalese beard, too.
I've
I just
definitely
want to. Whew.
not aged
You
well.
can be my
Say
love
words.
Sherpa any day.
Say a word in Nepalese
Yeah. Let's hear some of your
language.
beautiful native tongue.
Of course, you're talking about uh, uh, it Ishinasna, which is
Ooh.
it's
What is it again?
what
Say it again.
Ishnisna.
Ooh.
What
Ooh.
what does
And
that
That sounds like a
mean?
type of unleavened bread.
and
Ooh.
mixed with
What's it
Ooh, I
again?
want
steamed
some.
egg.
I want to smear some applesauce on it.
You
Can you say that word one more time?
you can Ishnitsna. All right. And
Wow.
yes, yes.
I just keep getting
It's
more aroused over
sounded
here. You
like
can
it
call
should.
HR. Ooh.
It sounded different every single time. That's what I had to get you to repeat it. I
Absolutely.
just couldn't
He's
remember.
just
Well,
conjugating. It's a
it's been
very
years.
complex language,
It's been
as
years
far
since
as I
I've
know.
gotten to practice, and gotten to
That's
see
right.
anybody, from around my village.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
All right.
Mm.
I'll give you some slack there. I mean,
Yeah.
at least you're not from Alabama.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I didn't
Oh
realize I
my.
had already moved on to
Oof.
the store by
What a
accident.
shithole.
So our viewers
Oh,
are
okay.
already
Well,
looking at the, already looking at
Alabama.
this.
Well, that's right. Well, the Mobile County Sheriff's Office in Alabama has taken down a social media post of their office Christmas tree, decorated with mug shots and prison slippers as ornaments.
Mm-mm.
Apologizing for the insensitivity of the post, the sheriff's office followed up by posting a menorah of candles carved into shivs, captioned "Seasons Bleedings."
Oof.
Those
Ugh.
Alabamians, oh
Jeez.
my lord.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Alabamers. Ugh. Woof.
They just
I
do
mean,
things a little bit differently in Mobile. Mobile. Go ahead.
yeah.
Go ahead, Alabaster.
Yeah, I think the good people of Alabama should just be proud that they have a Christmas tree at all. Those backwoods bucks. I mean, even better, the ape-like missing links who inhabit that fuckhole of a state have figured out how to craft rudimentary social media posts. Perhaps they finally evolved opposable thumbs. So, kudos to them. They live in a shit state.
I'm sure that this is just a yearly tradition of theirs, and if they just happened to post it on social media this year. I'm sure this is, they're just getting caught, they're not sorry, they're just sorry they got caught, and hopefully they can still keep that same Christmas spirit, that same holiday spirit every that they do with their remaining celebratory decor, like a nativity scene featuring Kid Rock, a wreath made from discarded children cages from the border, and the three wise men portrayed by Bill O'Reilly, Tucker Carlson, and Steve Bannon.
Ooh.
Oh, Alabama. Oh, Alabama. My gosh, we don't expect anything better from you, really. But
Yeah.
I guess it's good that social media is calling you out. You gotta pay for your sins. And I know you believe in God. So
Let's
that's all I
Not
have
too
to
late to
say.
switch to Satanism.
They already got converted.
Hmm.
It's gonna happen.
To the false god. Yeah. Yeah. It happens. It
You're
happens.
crazy. You're wild. You're wild. Well,
Yeah.
in a little bit peppier news. Let's see, where's
Good. Thank goodness. Yeah.
yeah. Well, check this out. Lifetime is premiering a sultry new movie with an unlikely heartthrob. That's right. KFC mascot Colonel Sanders' Recipe for
Ooh.
Seduction stars Mario Lopez in the iconic role, and Lopez has promised to add some sabor to the menu. Judging from the trailer,
Oh,
I think it's safe to say this Tio Tomas prefers the white meat.
Ooh. Ooh. Chicken jokes. I love it. Very sexy. I mean, I just feel bad that we have to put up with Mario Lopez's terrible acting in order to see his massive biceps. I mean, I I get it, KFC. Do your corporate propaganda. I'm not going to take that away from you, but why not just have it be a smiling Mario Lopez lifting buckets of extra crispy over his head in a Speedo? Why not? I mean, just bonus points, just spitballing ideas. I mean, slick him up with fryer grease. That would be hot. Come on, just do it. That's all we want to see.
That's wild.
It's right. It is. It's gross. I mean, wait. I have a question. Did they actually make this movie? Because I saw the
Oh yeah,
trailer. Did they really?
it's a real deal.
Oh,
I
Yeah,
I
it's
saw the.
it's 15 minutes long, so
Okay. I mean, I
sign me
saw
up.
the
like Adult
trailer.
Swim length movie. Yeah, yeah.
Well, I saw that trailer and I thought it was a joke. I
Sign
Oh, it's a
mean,
joke, but
I
me
mean, it's a joke,
up.
but y'all, it was really bad. If it's real, then we have really stooped to the lowest of lows. But
mm,
it's a bad. It's a
mm,
bad joke. It's a
KFC is known for their crazy advertising tactics.
wow. They
yeah,
got
no,
desperate.
It's wild. I'm just happy for Mario Lopez here. I'm happy that he convinced the network to play the diversity card. Hey, Mario, like the Colonel's
good for
chicken,
him. Yeah.
he is timeless and he will never age. Seriously,
Ooh,
the guy, this
chop, chop.
Mario Lopez was huge in the '90s, So by now he's got to be 45, which in Hollywood years, that's got to be like a Hollywood 71, you know? Hey, these are his golden years, and we need to cherish him while we still have him. Love
That's
me, Mario
right.
Lopez. I love me
Like I
some.
said, cherish
Sign
those
me up.
biceps. Oof.
Well, you almost look like his brother, Sleepy,
Count me
Yeah.
in.
with that same hair.
Oh, I'll
The two of
understudy.
you
Yeah.
guys could just
Is
go out on the
is
town and
Lopez
Yeah.
Lopez a traditional Nepalese last name? Sleepy.
Not traditionally, though.
Oh, okay.
But Mexican.
But maybe he married in.
But well, let's just say Mexican men of the 1700s used to spread their seed. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
I apologize.
Rape and pillage. Yeah. Not a good look. No.
I apologize.
Mm-mm.
There's more Spanish men, I
that's
guess,
okay.
really, if you think about it. But
Yeah, the Spaniards. Yeah.
well, I think the two
Terrible
of you.
people.
I think the two of you brothers should head out into Hollywood, and you'll get a lot of that chicken finger licking chicken.
They're gonna get fingered. Yeah, that's for sure.
A lot of licking finger
Two
chickens.
ways about it.
Well, actually, unfortunately, I would love to go out on the town with Alabaster or you, Kark. Unfortunately, we do have a curfew among us very soon, and I know it's early this morning, but I unfortunately took the bus to work, so I got to start on my curfew journey home. I don't know about the rest of you, but we've got to end this show. But we still have to solve. Are you a breast man or are you a thigh woman?
Oh, well,
Okay, well, that's,
I
you
am a
maybe I'm a
drumstick.
thigh
okay.
woman.
I'm a
I've
drumstick.
always
Count
thought that I was
me
a
in
breast man because
as a
that
breast
would make
man,
my
all right?
father
I
proud of me.
love me
I
a
like
Maybe
the
I am
thick
a
white
breast woman.
meat,
See,
okay?